Hercules, Growl Towels, Mad Max, more Pacific Rim. The sequel we don't talk about, even though the casting was great. The script was not. My big Godzilla poster with the haunted frame that came out of my attic when I moved into this house.
Okay.
I painted this cabinet with, I freehand painted those lightsabers on there.
I have questions, Cass. The haunted frame that you found in the attic when you came to this house.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it was in the house that you found it in the attic?
It was in the attic, yeah.
Oh, free frame.
and we decided, that looks cool. I'm gonna put it on
my
wall.
Like radioactive colors, and it's got glow in the dark paint on it. So when I turn the lights off in here, it goes whoo.
Nice.
Fantastic. Love that for you.
Look, I'm gonna walk out of here. The ghosts in my house have not been happy lately. I'm gonna walk out of here. All my kitchen cabinets are gonna be open. I know what I need to do to make them happy. It's fine. It's not my fault the original owners died in this house.
So we got a discount?
A tree limb fell in the yard the other day. The lady was real into her landscaping. I have not moved it because it's been raining. As soon as I move it, everything will be fine.
Oh. Calm down.
Cass, you are so perfectly suited for this game.
Correct.
There's so many ghosts.
Also, I now need a game with Cass and Julia at the same table.
I honestly was having that thought. I was like, oh no, I don't know if we should ever be allowed at the same table.
No,
you should.
We can make it better. We can make it Cass, Julia, and Raph.
Chaos.
Yes.
I am not
Julia...
running this table. This is not happening. I do not volunteer as tribute.
Look, I'm not saying that I wrote new mom, new dad next to a couple of my ghosts.
Incredible.
Oh, Raph's
not that I could ever replace you, Raph. If you're watching this VOD, I would never even try, but I will do my best to cause the same amount of chaos.
I love that for us.
So do I. So glad to have you here, Cass.
Yes, welcome.
And I guess with that, yeah, let's dive right in. So, hi, we are live from the apocalypse. We usually start streams in a vaguely similar fashion, depending on who has things to share on any given night. This included posters and ghosts, and I am not disappointed. That is incredible. What we do here is we raise money for charity. We ask that instead of subscribing, using Twitch money, any of those things, you put whatever money you would have given in those directions directly towards the cause we are platforming. And currently, that is Doctors Without Borders. You have likely heard of them. You know of the good work that they do. We are very honored to be supporting them currently because of the incredibly important work they are doing on the Gaza Strip and in other places where atrocities are being committed. And so at any point during this stream, you can click the donate button. You'll find it where the subscribe button usually would be. And you can put, again, that money that you would have thrown at us for a subscription or something else right towards them where they can use it to continue the good work that they're doing. You can also type !donate at any point to get the link if you are on mobile, as the donate button is not readily available there. You can subscribe. We ask that you only do that if you, for instance, have an Amazon Prime sub that you can throw our way. If you do that, just be forewarned that Brennan Lee Mulligan will kill one dog for every month you have been subscribed. So please just make a decision whether you can live with yourself for making that choice. I think that's all of the housekeeping I have to do. I feel like there's other things I was supposed to say, but you know what? If there are, it'll come back at a later date. That means we're going to get into introductions. And I think everything is set up perfectly. That means we'll come to Cass last. But with that, I would like our players to introduce themselves, which ghosts are in their body, and we'll go from there. Starting with you, Steph.
Hi, I'm Steph. I will be playing default setting Kai Caldwell tonight. He is the Martyr Playbook. Also, we might continue to see Ivy Finley, a hero playbook, maybe another appearance by our wet rat, Rebecca. She is the villain playbook. She's been very quiet for a while.
You can't ignore her forever.
We can try.
You can certainly try. That's correct. All right, Q, you are up next.
Hi, I didn't know we were doing this today. Hi, I'm Q. I'm going to be playing Dominic or Weston, one of the two names probably. Also, Raven and Russell, and maybe fourth ghost. Who knows? But it is villain, trickster, child, respectively.
That's right. We are still missing a few of the complete sets. We're getting close.
Don't have all the ghosts.
Gotta catch them all. And last but certainly not least, you may notice we have a new addition to the cast. We are incredibly delighted to have Cass joining us. And so, Cass, tell us who you are, and who you are playing.
I'm Cass, better known as Yoda or Yoda Almighty. If you get mad, you can just type in all caps Cassidy and scream like some people do. I will be making decisions. And tonight I am playing Dr. Mara Voss, the Doctor Playbook. Few others. I don't know if I should tell you who they are yet. Don't know that they're relevant. It's not going to pop up.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're relevant at all.
No, one of them didn't, try and make a visit a few weeks ago at all.
Yeah, no, nothing like that happened. It's fine.
I didn't yell at you in DMs going, what the fuck?
It's true. I have never once gotten a message in all caps from Cass.
Mm-mm.
Don't look at me
Never
like that,
happened.
Don't look at me like that. I feel judged.
Oh, and someone has woken up from her nap, so she's probably going to walk in front of my camera in a second. But there she goes. We can't have tech problems now. She's awake. It's the rule.
Chuck.
Beautiful.
Chuckles.
Okay, I just have to keep this up for a few more moments so that we can witness this.
Small and shaped. She's purring real loud.
Sorry, I have to throw up the pet alert.
Oh my gosh, if only our cats let us hold them like that.
I know, that is a baby. We have been blessed, truly.
Oh, we're just gonna have to stay like this now.
You're stuck like this. You don't have to roll dice.
Okay, I've gotten real good at rolling around her.
It's fine. In this game, we never roll dice. Never.
You're lying a lot tonight.
I am lying a lot tonight. I don't know. Those are the vibes for tonight. Tonight is for lying. There is no... Oh. Are you going to say it? Are you going to say it, Q?
Lie to God, not to me.
Like I said last night, so I'll lie to you both.
Lie to God, not to me.
That's
we're in a mood already, guys.
Absolutely. Chuck, my boy. my B, my G.
Nest in the worst place possible.
She's just gonna chill here. She's
oh my God.
That was incredible.
We're just watching the cat. That's it. Ghosts?
We don't need to run a session.
Let's be honest. This is why JD asked me to be on the stream.
I was like, I'm going to get every single gifable moment that I can.
To clip.
Oh, that's when Mal's gonna show up. I made a mistake naming a cat Maleficent.
Oh yeah.
That's asking for trouble.
Absolutely.
But she's baby.
It's like naming a dog Loki.
Mm-hmm.
My ex actually has a dog named Loki. It's gone as well as you would imagine. It's a golden retriever.
My other female ginger cat is named Donna Noble.
Yes,
Incredible.
perfect name.
Incredible. Chuck, what are we looking at, Beebs? What are we looking at?
You
We
guys,
making
actually.
biscuits?
Okay,
We are
fantastic.
making biscuits.
Oh, buddy.
It's
You're
I love it's just
stealing the
straight back and
stream.
up. Just a hi-ya.
This is my show.
Mm.
Mara will be portrayed by a cat.
How Bond villain.
Honestly, accurate.
Just walks around with a cat.
Honestly, I would love that for them.
Mara's a whole mood. All right, you got to get down. I'm sorry.
Buddy, we appreciate your we appreciate you being here, and we certainly will like a reappearance if you want to rejoin later and perhaps paw your owner on the face.
Well, she's here.
I'm sorry, I invited this energy.
Okay, baby girl, you got to go outside. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
not the baby.
Oh no! Off to jail.
A tragedy is
Off
occurring.
to jail. Sweet creature.
Oh no, the dog is going to come up.
Oh, abandoned. Amazing.
Okay, there are no babies in my office. They'll be back after break. I promise.
We will look forward to that. And I think with that, we're going to dive in. And before we do, as I always aim to do, I'm going to remind you that Redacted is a psychological horror game and includes themes and content involving cults, cult activity, gaslighting and manipulation, medical abuse and neglect, fires and burning, ritualistic murder. It has delved into topics including suicide, drowning. Tonight, we may see, we'll say, interrogation like scenarios. There are no other content warnings specific to tonight outside of that. But with that, because this game does deal with heavy themes, if any of that would cross lines for you, please do not watch. We do not want you to put yourself through that. We have so many other games that do not involve this content that you can enjoy found on our YouTube. So, with that, keep that in mind. If you need to step away at any point, we understand. And I think with that, we will jump right in and enter what is technically, I've been calling it season 2, but maybe it's technically act 2. So we're going to think
Okay.
on that. Think on that. Enjoy that. That's my present to you because I love you. We have been on the island of Slatethorn for barely 24 hours. It has barely been 24 hours since that ferry docked with the group of you and a few others. Well, I'm sorry. I can't really say the group of you right now because one of you is dead. One of you is not here. And one of you is soon to be here. It's not really a group right now. It's actually a duo. That's where we're at this point. But boy, has a lot happened, from strange experiences in a hotel to a ritualistic murder on the playground to a drugged experience at a church when you all decided to have some edibles and have a good time. That went well for all of you, as I recall.
I stand by my choice.
I knew you would, and I respect that.
Yep.
And throughout this, you picked up some ghosts to go along with you for this journey that you are taking. You saw strange things, indescribable things, and ultimately, You lost one of the four of you that had arrived together. One of the four of you who had been called specifically to this island for reasons that are still not entirely clear. We're not going to start there. We're going to start in a white room. The white of doctors' offices, of laboratories. In the center of the room is a chair. It is one that looks designed for some sort of medical procedure. Think of a dental chair, for instance. But on this chair are metal cuffs that go around the arm, similar ones that go around the legs. It is not a chair for having a conversation in, though that does seem to be what is happening. Because seated in that chair is the mayor, Marcus Hart.
What?
Excuse
He went in the fucking tunnel. Where is he at? What?
you, is that a wand?
It's a chopstick.
It's a weapon.
It's a threat. Proceed, you monster.
Of all of the things that I could have imagined saying that would have led to a response like that, that wasn't it, but that is amazing. Like,
We were following him, and because of him, somebody died.
it's true.
They
It
still
is
didn't get to
very
meet
true.
the
How much
creepy
time
hermit in the
passed?
tunnels
Right.
either.
And
Like-
right. Right in the ear. Just bow.
Like an ice pick?
Help, my cast is actively threatening me.
You threatened us first.
So yes, the mayor, who you were following into the tunnel, is seated in that chair, and he looks not injured, but dirty and disheveled. The best way I could describe it is imagine someone who has been walking in the woods and has taken a fall. There are no cuts or bruises, but there are definitely branches in his hair and on his clothes, small twigs, things like that, leaves. And he does not look surprised to be here. To describe the look on his face, it is more one of resignation. And there's no one else in this room. There is a door, and there is an intercom in that door. A voice comes through that intercom and says, "State your name." He answers, "Marcus Hart." "Your occupation?" "I'm the mayor." "What happened tonight?" And that is where he falters and says, "I don't know. I wanted to help them. They seemed like they needed help." Voice simply says, "Why?" He responds, "Like I said, they needed help." And there is no sign of irritation, but you can feel it, even though the voice remains completely steady as they say, "That is not an answer. You acted outside of your orders." And Marcus starts to defend himself. He says, "No, I didn't. I'm the mayor. My orders are to help people. They needed help, so I helped them." The voice cuts him off and says, "We did not give you permission to bring them to the tunnels. Because of you, one is dead." Marcus shakes his head. It's really the only part of his body he can move, but he shakes his head and says, "No, no, nothing, nothing like that happened. I was just bringing them to talk. They're fine." What do you mean one of them died?" The voice says, "You may not have intended it, but that was the outcome. That is what happens when you violate parameters that have been set." There's a beat of silence before we hear the final words, just as the room is plunged into darkness. And the voice just says, "Oh, Marcus, what will we do with you?" But that's not happening right where you are, so I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. You have other things to worry about. Namely, the fact that Sophie Ann McAllister, graduate student, former graduate student, I have to say, for Raph's sake, don't shake your head at me, Steph. Don't shake your head at me. We lost the mother and father of the group.
Absolutely no fathers were here.
Didn't.
Goodbye, mommy and daddy.
That's not correct. That is a lie.
A lot of lying tonight, like I said.
I have to honor Raph's wishes, and their wishes are to be remembered as the mother and father of the group. And we love them for that.
Cheers to being orphans. I love you, Raph. We miss you.
We do miss you, Raph. And so those of you who are still alive, who made it out of the House of Horrors that Dr. Andrew Thurston created and then lost control of, you've come out with knowledge of many different things. You've learned more about the past. You've learned more about yourselves. You've learned that there are spaces where you can exert influence you did not know you had on the world around you. But you are now outside in the fresh air. Mayor Marcus Hart, who brought you here, nowhere in sight. And perhaps, equally if not more concerningly, Rachel Blauhair, no longer in sight either. Which is strange, because one moment she was there, you saw her, she was making a call. And the next, it was almost like you blinked and she was gone. Because then it was just you, Kai and Weston, standing there alone.
Kai is just kind of getting reoriented since Ivy just receded. And looking around and not seeing Rachel's just like, this shit needs to stop fucking happening.
Yep, sure does. So, you're back in charge now?
Yup, that
How you
was
feeling?
feeling away. Okay. She's really fucking dead. All right.
Yep.
Fuck. The mayor is just eating in the
Yep.
tunnels. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe. And we came up here to let Rachel get some air, and apparently she took that to heart. So I guess look up, see if she floated away like a helium balloon. Nope, just gone. So I just want to just run a little recap
Mm-hmm.
by everyone. By everyone, I mean us too.
Yep.
We were told to go see the crazy hermit in the tunnels. We were separated from the psychopath, whether or not that's the doctor or the one who I probably shouldn't speak ill of because she's dead. Separated from them. And then we all got thrown into a number of wild scenarios, like a bunch of lab rats.
I made out with Rachel, but she wasn't Rachel. In a church. A lot of blood. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing that happened.
And that's a thing I didn't need to know about.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. That fully sounds like that's a internal thing that you should see a therapist about at some point, probably.
Yeah, except I don't want to get committed, so.
I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe they have a therapist around here. I doubt it, but maybe. Maybe. Okay,
Not
so
a good one.
Sophie's dead.
Yep.
Good news, bad news. So is Thurston.
Excellent.
Right. Rachel's gone, which means her and that whole posse is also nowhere to be seen.
Which is
We still haven't spoken to
potentially
the
a
hermit.
ride.
Right. Still haven't spoken to the hermit. We can see if the mayor's truck is gone. If
Okay.
not, we're taking it and we're going back into town. Because at this point, especially since we've already come back, I'm not going to go back and speak. If we were supposed to speak to the crazy hermit in the tunnels, we would have already. So I'm going to go with probably not.
I feel like we're just circling and circling and just missing the things we need to find. And
Maybe. Now, my theory is, what if we don't play the game? What if rather than following this rat maze, we just find a
fuck
spot
off. We just
and
fuck off.
fuck it? Right. I mean, they're paying for my hotel rooms. I'm not paying for a single minute in that hotel. So might as well use it.
Look, I'm fine with staying out of the public eye and just laying low until maybe Rachel reappears and lets us know if her ride came through to
Cool.
potentially get us out or help or whatever she was calling for. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really want to.
Step one. See if the truck is still there.
Yep, and then figure out how to hotwire it because I'm sure he had the keys on him if it's still here.
Sure. I think one of us knows.
How hard could it be?
I don't know. The truck looked old as shit, so it's probably from around Raven's time, so we're probably fine.
Okay, yeah. Right, let's
Okay.
truck.
Right. We're gonna try and find the mayor's truck.
Incredible. You know what? I think I did lie to you earlier, and I think this is a great time to I stop threatening me with the chopstick cue. I have done nothing wrong ever in my life.
That
And
see, and
and
listen, you know what? I at least admire you for committing to lying to me and God. You know what? That's fair. That's
you know
fair.
what? You know what? It's true.
Just lie to your wife. That's fine. You, God, and your wife.
Right. Wow. Wow.
Okay.
It's the Holy
But not
Trinity.
to Cass. But not to Cass. Telling the truth to them.
Wow.
Sus. Okay.
Wow. This is hurtful. This-
Personal
Love that
attacks.
for you, Cass, but also
Personal
this is
attacks.
hurtful. Right.
Which one of you is leading the way?
Oh, come on now. What do you think?
Weston?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, Weston. Roll me some awareness.
Oh.
That dice are gone forever now.
Rip.
Gone forever. Okay. That is an 8.
Hey.
And so, yeah, you are able to find your way back, even though Marcus didn't take you on a trail. Like, you were making turns in different directions that are not clearly marked. And maybe it's not so much Weston. Maybe it's Raven, who knows the woods a bit better, who helps you realize, nope, I need to go a little bit right. Got to turn left at this tree here. And you make your way back to the road. Truck's gone.
Well, there's a road to walk on, so. Oh. We just
I
go downhill until we get to the hotel.
think Weston finds a branch, something with some heft, and is just gonna smash it 2 bits.
Love that for you.
And I should clarify, it is not like rage on the face. It is dispassionate and blank,
Oh,
but the motions are violent.
Kai just keeps his mouth shut and lets Weston do his process, and we're not interrupting that. No.
Okay, let's go.
So night is falling. Night has ostensibly fallen. You have the lights. Well, I guess actually, tell me, do you still have the lights that were handed out as you made your way into the tunnels?
They're headlamps, right?
Some of
Hmm.
them were, yep.
There was some flashlights, I believe, as well.
I'm pretty sure I still have my headlamp.
Weston would have had a flashlight.
I'll give those
Not,
to you because you're
not about to
walking in
leave
the
him in the
dark.
dark, right?
In
Exactly.
pitch black in the woods on this haunted ass island? Absolutely not.
Hmm. I think he finds another branch, not to smash, but to brandish, because they are out in the middle of nowhere on this tiny island.
Yep. And we're walking back because we got separated from our group and we don't know what happened to them. So.
I'm curious, Kai.
Mm,
I'm gonna start with you.
cool.
I'm curious how did the others feel about that statement that Kai just made? That idea of lying and saying we just got separated.
Is it a lie, though? We are technically separated.
I think in this moment you have those exact thoughts cross your mind. You
Mm-hmm.
think or you say out loud, this is the story we're going to tell them. And you think, is that the truth? How do I feel about that? Then you tell yourself that's not a lie. We are separated. Just because we know Sophie's dead doesn't mean it's not true. You realize you've been lying to yourself a lot.
You know what?
You've been lying to yourself about a lot of things. I mean, that image just keeps coming back. The car shattering the stained glass window in the Church of Dead Girls. That body falling out. But as you keep trying to tell yourself that wasn't murder. Inaction isn't murder. I just had to do what I had to do. And I think you can't help but notice that you're doing that all over again.
He's definitely feeling some friction from Ivy the most with regards to that.
Are you trying to keep that memory from Ivy? Or is she able to see that?
I could roll for that.
I
What
would
would I
love for
roll?
you.
Let me roll
Roll
for
with
that.
Shadow.
The shadow. It's my best stat. Okay. That is a 10.
With a 10, Kai, do you choose to hide that memory from Ivy?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that right now.
Ivy notices that you've put a wall up,
Cool.
but not what it means and not what's behind it.
That's on her radar, though. She's not going to forget that. Ivy will remember this.
And I think it's especially noticeable because you're also keeping Rebecca sealed off because she knows about this too. She was with you in the church.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
And I think she can feel that you're separating this from Ivy.
There's definitely a little whisper from Rebecca along the lines of like, confession is good for the soul. And he's just like, not right now, not right now, not right fucking now. It's not. We're gonna do one thing at a fucking time.
And so that's what you're thinking about as you walk back. Kai, what's going through Weston's head?
Nothing. Weston's mind is completely empty, purposefully. Um, I think he's reached the point of done where he's not engaging. So right now he's only rote action. He is reaction. Uh, it would be very easy uh, for Raven or Russell to take over, but I think uh, Weston is fully in his monster. So they're sort of backing off a bit.
What was the final piece that brought Weston to this point?
I think it was the isolation, being out in the middle of not in the middle, but way off away from the town, having been brought here with someone who abandoned them. The they thought he thought that they had been able to, with defeating Thurston, get somewhere. But now they're just several steps back.
And so the two of you are walking, your footsteps crunching against gravel on the road. Your flashlight and headlamp providing enough illumination that you can see directly in front of you, but not into the woods on either side of you. And it's nighttime. There are plenty of sounds. Some of them perhaps familiar, the sound of owls. The rustle of something scampering across the leaves on the ground. In the distance, the crack of a branch as something with weight steps on it. But the piece that starts to get to you are the screams.
What?
Well, I mean, we've all heard foxes. We've all heard what they sound like. Would you like to remind us of what they sound like, Steph? Because you're gazing at me incredulously.
I can't do a fox scream.
I just meant to describe it, but
Yeah, I know that sound very well. Like a distant barking scream. Starts out loud and then peters off. High pitched. Sometimes it can sound like a woman screaming if they really get at it. I lived near some woods. There were a lot of foxes growing up.
and so it does on all accounts, but it's far off. I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. Piece I might worry about is that as you're continuing to walk, you see a structure rising up in the background.
In the woods?
Along the road.
Like, not in the road, near the road. Like a house?
Not like a house.
Motherfucker.
There is a fence between
No.
you and it, but you cannot ignore the sight of the ruins of the old tuberculosis ward.
Aha!
Is there a way around it?
Just have to walk by it along the road, right?
Weston, roll awareness for me again, but roll with Raven stats.
Hmm.
Hell yeah. That is. Let me double check just to be sure. That is a 10.
And so Raven is the one who realizes something went wrong, because if you were heading towards town, you wouldn't be anywhere near here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm imagining that as you started walking, you were following the tire tracks.
Definitely would have been, yeah. Ah, hey, Kai. There's just a hand that reaches out to stop you.
Hey, Raven.
Yeah. So this is 1000% the wrong way. Not to alarm you, of course.
Of course, it's dark. We probably just took a wrong turn.
You mean wrong turn in the circle that is this island?
Well, it's gonna eventually hit town, right? We keep walking up this
Yeah.
road. Does it loop back down?
Yeah, the long way.
Where's the short way?
Supposed to be back that way. You want to try? I feel like, we're on some bullshit, right?
We're on
So,
some bullshit. What if we
I,
just. What's across the road from us? Is that a shortcut? We just go through the brush? Or are there trees and woods?
There are trees.
Fuck.
there are trees, and also I feel like if we cut through the middle, would we get to some of the sites for some of the? Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's actually probably not the best idea, friend.
Yeah, you know what? At night, I wouldn't do
Yeah,
it if I wasn't desperate. So I'm not at that
that's
point yet.
right. And I hear there are bears out there, so we want to avoid those. Not the fun kind of bears. So,
Yeah, we're not that lucky. Ugh,
I mean, first night only, apparently.
first night only, yeah.
Mhm.
Turn back the clock. Ugh. All right. So we double back, and it'll be on our right going back.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna hold out this stick,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna make sure that I'm dragging it. Hey, you have any makeup?
I have some eyeliner. I
Cool.
left most of it in my bag in the car.
That's fair. You're gonna lose it.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm going to take the eyeliner. I'm gonna put it on the stick, like on the end of the stick. And I'm just gonna make sure that it's coated enough to where I can drag it. And we're gonna head back in the direction that we should have been going in the first
I respect all of those choices.
place. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then what happens, JD?
I wouldn't worry about it, Q. I
I
think I
thought.
think everything's fine. Don't
Hold on.
worry about
Bite
it.
me.
See, Della leaves, and suddenly I'm getting threatened by everyone. That's a lie. If she were here, she would be
She'd be
threatening me
threatening you
too.
too. Don't lie.
Correct.
Don't lie.
Correct.
And so you are walking back. It is, of course, longer now than it would have been had you not somehow gotten turned around. You notice as you're walking no more screams, no more rustling, no more owls
Fuck this
hooting.
shit. Nope, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh, yep.
That's
Yep.
bad.
It went from like okay to now bad.
No wind whistling through the trees. And that's when you see headlights coming towards you.
Oh no. There's
What kind of car did they see approaching, Cass?
Come
So
on.
glad you said that because this person's about to die.
Probably an older model Toyota 4Runner, 4-wheel drive, got the little like nozzle on it, so if you can take it fording across streams and rivers if necessary. Winch on the front, trailer hitch on the back. It's an older car, but it's in good shape. University of Maryland terrapin slapped on the side of it.
Mara, what do you do when you see these two walking towards you on the road? And what did the two of you do when you see headlights coming your way?
Car creeps to a stop, and a head pops out of the window.
We got a bit
Hi.
turned around trying to get back to town.
Uh-huh.
Do I need to show my leg?
What's wrong with your leg?
Nothing. Terrible joke. Are you heading into town?
Well, I can be. Y'all look like shit.
Thanks. We noticed.
Yeah, get in. I'll take you back to town. Come on.
Okay.
We appreciate it, thank you.
And Cass, who did they see as they get into this car? Describe Mara for us.
Mara is taller, androgynous figure, lightly muscled, but not like bulky, bleached blonde hair that requires a lot of maintenance or those roots come in regularly. Way more makeup than you'd expect for somebody to be wearing in the middle of the night in the woods. Back of the 4Runners loaded up with equipment. They're wearing coveralls, boots. Looked like they were ready to get out and do something. Like I said, University of Maryland terrapin slapped on the side of the truck.
Were you
Glasses.
going somewhere? Doing something?
Oh, sorry. Dr. Mara Voss shakes both your hands.
Raven.
Raven.
Yeah.
No surname.
No.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen here. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm doing a research project on the island.
Oh, cool.
There's a look at Kai.
Just flashing back to Sophie, like, oh,
Okay.
oh, cool.
Okay.
I'm Kai, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Also no surname.
Caldwell. Sorry, it's been
There. Okay.
a day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're pretty tired.
Or are you guys all right?
No. That's why we want to get back
Yeah.
to the city or town, village.
Like, do I need to take you to the police precinct first, or
No.
no?
Certainly.
It's just
Back to the hotel.
The hotel. Okay.
Not the bed and breakfast, the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, while we're going, follow-up question for you.
Yeah.
How are you with true crime podcasts?
I mean, most of them suck.
Okay, good.
Did you know there's like these two little twerps on the island who are making their own? It's fucking awful.
Oh yeah, we met them. They're
They're
actually
way more fascinated with the killer than the victims, and that's never a good look.
Oh yeah, no, that is true.
Yup.
And they're from here, so you know it's real
Yeah,
fucked up.
no, I've met them. They're the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah, we
Yeah, though they
haven't
seem
seen
like
him
they know
much
how to
since
get
the
good.
ferry. So
Right, exactly. Hope they're not dead.
God, I hope they are. Sorry.
Careful what you wish for on this island. There's already been one death.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the girl the other night
yep.
was.
Yesterday. It was yesterday.
It
Was
It
was
was last
yesterday.
night.
That was
God,
just
it's been a really
yesterday.
long day.
Yeah, it
Hey,
has.
hasn't it been? Yeah, like months.
Can't wait to go to bed and
Just
make it
crammed
end.
into 24 hours. I think we're
Wait,
actually at the 24-hour mark now.
Oh,
Kai.
are
wait,
we?
you guys. Oh, so you guys got in on the ferry?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Big swerve to the weekend.
Yeah.
Why did you come to Slatethorn?
Well, I'm visiting an old friend.
Okay, I believe that, Raven.
I mean, you can believe or not believe all you like.
Weekend trip, and this was pretty affordable for the time of year and my budget.
Yeah. Okay. So
What
you
were
guys
you?
don't know each other?
We met on the ferry.
I mean, we know each other pretty well now.
Yeah.
Ah, got it.
Have you been here long?
Oh, I feel like I've been here the whole time, honestly. Sorry, weird turn of phrase. I've been here for months.
No, the island will do that to you, is what I gather.
Yeah.
What are you researching?
What do you know about the history of the island?
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Which fucked up situation should we start with? Should we start with the beginning one, like the first one?
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Anyway, there's some really fucked up readings coming from that hospital. I'm here trying to figure out if okay, I'm not a ghost hunter or anything like that. That's
was my next
stupid.
question. Okay.
TV Wars Haunted.
No.
Next.
Zach Baggins can suck it. Like, okay.
Sure.
No. There's literally way too much going on in this island. I'm researching like if there's any environmental influence on the fuckery that goes on here.
Oh, okay. That makes
Mm.
sense. Like,
It
Like-
literally is there something in the water, more or less,
I'm gonna
or
be
the
honest
air?
with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some dude in the tunnels, we think, who's sort of existing off of Cheetos and Mountain Dew. And
What is he, my brother?
what?
I mean, maybe.
I
Would you
don't know. Have you
consider your
seen your
brother
brother
a hermit?
recently?
Right.
I mean, I haven't spoken to him in like 20 years, so.
20 years. Wow.
Are you from this island?
Oh, I graduated high school early, went to college early, never looked back.
So you are from here?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
So I don't think like actual brother. I think that was a joke.
No, actual brother.
No, not your brother. Like, are you saying,
Oh.
is this my brother? That part was just,
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
that was
doing
a joke, yeah.
great. We're
I can't be
doing
sure on this
so
island. This
good.
place is hella cursed. I need to.
No, it's true. It's
It's
true.
hella
As
cursed,
far-
and I'm
but
fucking tired.
As far as I am aware, I am not related to anyone on this island.
Wonderful for you.
Oh,
Congrats.
okay. Yeah.
I mean, some of the people seem really chill. Shame what's been happening. But yeah, so the readings at the hospital, sounds like they're bad.
Honestly, nothing much yet.
No.
Takes time to process all the data.
Oh. What kind? Like, okay. Like, what kind of data?
So I'm taking soil readings, looking for any like organisms that shouldn't be there. Obviously the ward still has traces of like the actual like the actual tuberculosis in it a little bit. But that's because bodies. But anyway, that's closer to where they buried people. Anyway, TB ward, people died. And then I've been taking soil water samples, like there's a whole bunch of things that we just don't know, like taking tree samples. I've gotten really good at chopping little trees down. It's a great arm workout.
Love that.
So is it just the TB ward you're checking out? I heard
No. I found some sites in the woods a while back. They're on the list to go check out.
Is that supposed cult shit that was going down in the 70s? I've heard some rumors about.
Yeah.
Well, something was in the water. What about is the killer also on your
Yeah, but like nobody will let me touch anything in that fucking church. So
I mean, unsurprisingly, they get very pissy about religious shit.
I mean, just distract the what's his face, and you just kind of do it anyway.
Oh no! See, what I'm doing requires time and sometimes digging holes, which, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not digging up the bodies.
No.
Okay, yeah. I didn't think you were that crazy.
I mean, if I got, like permission from the families to exhume them and do full like retroactive autopsies on the bones and everything, see if there's anything like in, because what you eat ends up in your bones. So like, that's how they like like carbon date and everything. Like, oh yeah. So like you can track populations across like continents based on what like minerals build up in their bones from what they've been eating.
Oh,
how they track like ancient populations across Europe and Africa and everything.
Oh, you're like really smart.
Thanks.
Right. Anybody with ghosts in them?
Oh, okay. That's an interesting question.
Is it?
Y'all fall and hit your heads tonight?
It's late.
Oh no, I'm just tired. I'm fed up. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I mean, you brought up Zach Baggins, so
Yeah, because
brain falls down holes when the exhaustion hits in, I'm guessing.
That's fair.
Yeah, we appreciate the ride.
Yeah.
It's very nice of you, especially considering everything going on in the town.
Oh no.
Gonna kill that dog.
William, you're a monster.
27 dogs, Will.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
William.
JD, check your DMs. I had a question.
I'm gonna take 2 seconds. Confer amongst yourselves while I answer it.
Okay. I'm glad I kicked my dog out of my office before this happened.
Saved.
Mako is saved. My baby girl.
Oh, she can get more comforters.
It's truly. A long answer, JD.
All dogs are good dogs, Will. There are no bad dogs.
I take that back. The dog that gave me the knot on my finger from biting me, not a good dog.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
They weren't trained well.
So Mara will kind of like take the Zach Baggins, y'all are tired comments and then just go, so why did you ask like specifically if I had seen ghosts or anything like that?
I mean, you're going to some haunted, cursed ass sounding places.
TB Ward's haunted.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the place.
Nah. See, I've been to plenty of derelict places. Not every one of them is haunted. Come on.
Well, no, not every
What did you
derelict place
see?
is haunted.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. So I'm
Try
not
me.
going to say anything.
Try me.
You sure?
I'm investigating an island full of tragedy. You think I don't listen to the ghost stories?
Okay.
What kind of scientist would I be if I didn't account for the oral histories?
Let's see. My name is Raven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I technically died.
In the fire?
No. I am, as they said in our little group, the unburned.
They're driving, so you just kind of see the nod of filing that information away.
These were words you said with your mouth to a stranger who's driving us back to town in the middle of the night.
What are they gonna do? Tell us to get out and then we'll just walk the rest of the way?
I wouldn't
Sure.
recommend walking at night on this island.
I didn't
That's
really
why I
want
didn't
to,
want to. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
listen,
Yes, they could make us
I'm
get the fuck out of there.
Is anybody sitting shotgun or are both of you in the back?
I was in the back.
sure I'll say shotgun. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, just checking.
We're relaxed. We're chilling.
So
Lucky
Kai,
you!
Kai would flick eyes up to the rear view, or Mara would flick eyes up to the rear view to catch Kai. Ghosts in your head?
Look, it's late. I just want to go to bed.
So
I don't
that's
really
a
want
yes.
to unpack. I don't want to unpack all this shit. I'm just want to
Look.
sleep.
Y'all were wandering around on my site in the middle of the night. You look like you've been through some shit. You've been through some shit. And now you're telling me he's a ghost and you've definitely got one.
He said that.
Oh,
I didn't say he was a ghost.
Come on.
Kai, why try and lie now? Come on now. We've been through shit tonight. There's no reason to lie about it.
Look,
if you're willing to hear it.
People are going to look at you like with some concern.
Do I look concerned?
This isn't my body. To be fair, this isn't my body. So.
Nah, you can just dip.
And he's kind of an asshole.
Interesting. There's more than one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hear the story? I'll tell it. I have, as I believe the new term is, no fucks to give.
That is the term. Congrats.
You know, there's a lot of overlap in the 70s, colloquialisms and modern slang. Gotta say.
It's true.
You're fascinating.
Oh. Okay. Now, careful. The last person who was here doing research, well, just saying. Not me. I didn't do it.
Who was that?
Sophie. Well, and Thurston, technically.
Why are you doing this?
Because
Thurston. The head of the TB ward, Thurston?
Yeah, him. He's haunted as fuck, and he's really weird in the head. Weird in the head.
Well, now he's got less head to be weird in.
Yeah.
That's really insensitive. I'm sorry. I know that you and the other parts are like feeling a way about it.
I think at the mention of Thurston being dead, there's this brief moment where Mara's body language changes and a smile creeps across their face, and then it's gone.
Did I see it? Is the question.
Do I need to roll awareness to see if we saw that shit? Because Kai's just casually leaning against the door in case he needs to fling it open and roll into the road. This is where
the child locks are very much on.
Can I flip it?
Rude.
Not the child locks. Fuck.
God, got him.
Oh no. Okay. I'm not thinking about child locks. Awareness.
It's an 8.
6. I didn't see shit.
You did not see shit.
Oh, cool. I'm not more stressed.
Raven, I think you notice, but what do you make of it?
Who did you meet?
Let's just say I've heard stories.
From a trusted friend, maybe?
Let's just say you're not the only ones on this island I've talked to get their accounts of the oral history.
See? Wait, so can you see ghosts? Can you sixth sense this shit? Can you do that?
You know, for someone from the 70s, you know a lot.
Hey, I've been in here for a minute. I'm collecting a lot of data.
That body's not from the 70s.
Yeah, the body's new.
Mm.
Listen, you gotta stay quick. You gotta keep up. Gotta catch up. 'Cause if not, you get left behind.
Oh, I like you.
Good. I like being liked. No. You said doctor, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you Doc.
Call me whatever you want, Raven.
How deep have you gotten so far? Because I am curious. And we've got some time before we get back in this town.
And I think, like, again, driving. So they just kind of like look over at you, glance back at Kai. How deep would you like me to go?
As deep as you
Hmm. Island's fucked.
Correct.
Island's fucked.
Correct.
Island likes to reach out and touch people.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okay. I feel weirdly less stressed now that you're just cool admitting you're fucking ghosts. All right. Cool.
I didn't say anything about me.
Just that they've talked.
Didn't say I was talking to anyone with me.
All I said was you said you talked.
Mara, you do hear that voice, that familiar voice that just says, "Careful, Mara. They're wily."
Look for it.
I think Mara's weighing what they've been told versus what they want to do. You guys got phones that work?
No.
No. Do you?
Towers down.
Mm-hmm. Landlines only. And the one that had apparently a working phone disappeared.
It keeps happening on this island.
Yeah.
It's fucking annoying.
We came as what, 5? Up here. And we ended just the 2 of us.
Five bodies.
Yeah.
How many walked out?
3.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
Feel like I'm making you all suspicious of me now, and I'm going to apologize for that. It's just this is the most information I've gotten that's relevant in a long time.
I
That's
mean, there's
relevant
more.
to your geology readings.
Yeah,
Shit.
You got to know all the details.
gotta get the
Speaking
big picture.
Huh?
Have you gotten to the "It's Sunny in Philadelphia" knowledge in that brain yet? Red string board.
Okay, that he knows. It's a Mimi. Nope, not Mimi. That's not how you say that word.
Meme. Yeah.
Meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, my grandmother did the same thing.
Yes. So he knows that meme, hates that show, says it's pointless, and just a never mind. Not his cup of tea.
I was a Parks and Rec person myself.
Parks and Rec is okay.
Oh.
Didn't
Got
care for
compared
Chris
to
Pratt.
Leslie Knope a lot.
That's fair. The name Aubrey Plaza comes to mind.
Got compared to April too.
That's about it. Okay.
So Raven,
Yeah.
who does that body belong to? And how upset are they going to be when they inevitably pop back?
Right
Because you've
this
been running your mouth, so
He gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hear me out. The only reason I'm here is because he kind of went on autopilot, but like not in a good way.
The dissociative way. Yeah, that's unsurprising given this 24 hours.
So we have an understanding, and there are parts that I'm not willing to share about him.
That's fair. I wouldn't ask.
Appreciate it.
Kai, where are you from?
I'm from Connecticut. Work in New York. Theater scene.
City. There.
Theater. Yep. Take the train. It's cheaper.
Yeah. So I've heard. Okay. Hotel, you said, not the bed and breakfast?
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, refresh my memory. Everybody's been staying in the hotel the whole time?
Everybody still left.
Sophie was in the bed and breakfast.
Technically, yes. Everyone,
Jesus.
this group is returning to the hotel.
I wanted this before I said something. I wanted to make sure I hadn't misremembered that. So
No, you're not wrong.
y'all were the loud neighbors the other night.
Sorry.
Don't
Loud
be.
how? Loud how?
Oh, was that not you, Raven?
Actually, no. No. Also, which time?
Fair kept me up.
Yeah. I'll apologize for him. You can tell him that I did that. He'll roll his eyes and probably say, I'm
Don't
not
need an
sorry.
apology.
Good. So, okay. Well, then, question for you, because
Sure.
that memory came up. Did the hotel do weird things at any point?
No, it was a nice, normal night, Mara. Nothing strange happened.
Other than the noise. That was
Okay.
not the pay-per-view.
Well, luckily, apparently the hotel photo negative.
You can just tell Mara's itching to reach into the glove box for what is a notebook, like to be writing notes down. Like,
do you want me to write it down or something?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Kai, you still freaking out back there?
Little less, honestly.
Good. Listen.
Been told I have that effect on people.
You're kind of rolling with it, and maybe I should be more suspicious of you. I mean, I don't trust you, but I'm not as stressed.
That's fair. Honestly, of everybody on this island, I'm probably the person you can trust the most.
Because you're not from here.
A.
And what's B?
I want to know what's fucking going on.
And I think that is where we're going to take our break. As the three of you make your way into town.
Oh, we made it to town! We did?
You did.
Wow!
Fantastic.
And I wouldn't worry about what that might imply. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back in 10 minutes.
JD, like, I've got a lot of bone facts. So, like, I got in this argument the other day. Teeth are not bones.
Correct.
Teeth are not bones. Thank you. You can get in the chaos server and help support me on this fact.
Listen,
Turk
I've
accused
had
me of
this
taking all the magic out of the world.
I mean,
This is for
okay,
Kaz.
does Kaz use teeth to do some magical
Kaz
stuff?
is right and good, but they are dentin covered little enamel bits of calcium. They're not bones. Anyway, other bone facts. Let's see. What else can you learn? Because as I told them on break, like the tracking, people across continents thing, that is something you, like, I know as a person. Yeah, you can track people. Like, there's an old show that's starting to come back on YouTube, an archaeology show called Time Team from the UK, where they dig. It's an archaeology show. It ran for like 20 years, 14 seasons. And I'm getting back to bone facts, but they tracked like this one skeleton they dug up on a site, found out this young woman was from Germany originally and dug her up in the south of England. And they figured out, like, they thought she might be like someone who had traveled in like the Bronze Age to the UK because of this bowl that was only made in Central Europe at the time. But they confirmed it based on the tests they ran on her bones, that certain like what is it, isotopes and everything you can like are spread out differently around the world, and so you can track where people have lived for a long time based on what they've been eating and what ends up in your bones. Careful what you eat, guys. Take your vitamins.
See, I don't know if I maybe regret bringing you into the server cast, because you're gonna steal all of the bones that have rightfully been bequeathed to me by the server.
No, JD, I will add the bones that have been bequeathed to you, because you know who stole my bones? My mom. So my bones are at my mom's house.
I have so many questions, but I'm not going to ask them right now. We'll save those for later.
In a really redneck part of the country, okay? That is not the weirdest thing y'all are going to hear me say ever. Like,
incredible.
I love
incredible. We love bone facts. We love bones. Stop judging me, Steph.
Not judging
right.
you. I know. I
saw that phrasing you threw up there. I saw that.
Your mom has your bones. That required a phrasing.
My mom does have my literal bag of bones. Literally a bag of bones that belong to me are in my mom's attic.
We have ghosts.
In the woods.
We
I
have
collected bones.
Can you imagine just moving into a house and there's just a bag of bones left behind in the attic?
Haunted picture frame.
I prefer the picture frame to bones.
I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not.
we still can't get into our attic. We don't know what's up there. A mouse.
Ooh.
A mouse is up there. No, they put the entrance to
Don't
our.
say that to me.
They put the. No one can get in our
I
attic,
live
JD. No one's
here.
living up there. The entrance to our attic is in the ceiling above our basement stairwell that goes straight down to a cement floor. There's no ladder. Fuck
Okay,
it.
I've seen this Wes Craven movie.
If someone's up there, they're going to die coming down. There's just
It's gonna
no
be a
way.
no for me, dog. It's gonna
There's
be a no
no
for
way
me.
anyone
I
can
mean,
get up or down.
I'll come up and visit. I'll go.
When we were doing the home inspection, the guy was just like, this is a 2-person job. But they had to balance that ladder so he could get up there to check it out.
OSHA violations abound.
Do those apply to
OSHA?
They should.
We are learning so many things.
I was like, please be going there, Q. Please.
Yeah, I was like, yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, incredible. All right, now I have to derail us with the horrors because we had escaped from those briefly, and
Yeah, in a normal car ride.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're in my car.
oh, I'm not talking about that. That is perfectly normal. Where we're coming back is not perfectly normal.
Great. Oh, Marcus.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Marcus update?
I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna
Okay.
worry about it. Just remind me one thing, mostly so I can clarify a few details. If I'm recalling right, you left Sophie in the tunnel.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Everyone yelled at Ivy to not move her out of the tunnel. Ivy was trying to be respectful. Hero playbook.
That's what I thought. I just needed to make
Why?
sure. I just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it because
like that.
you're not seeing any of this.
Oh no.
And what you're not seeing is the tunnel. It is being viewed through a night vision security camera. Sophie's body lays there. Wounds and markings where there shouldn't be any, because these injuries didn't happen in this space, but the impact has been the same, regardless. The camera only shows Sophie's body and a little bit of space beyond it. But it does pick up the sound. The sound of several sets of footsteps moving in her direction. We don't see much, just pairs of black boots, some sort of uniform, but it's impossible to tell what, as the figure, one of them, kneels down beside her. And you think that they're going to do something like check her pulse. But instead, they lift up a small handheld device and hold it right over her face. And it flashes between green and yellow and red. And it alternates through those several times before flashing green 3 times. Figure puts this device back in their pocket, and we hear a voice say, "Prep her while we still have time." And then her body is lifted up, moves offside of the screen. But you all are having a lovely car ride with your new friend Mara, and I would not worry about that at all.
Liar.
No.
JD.
No.
You made choices. You made choices. Collaboratively made choices.
I wanted to stay in the tunnel.
I need to get her out of the tunnel.
Anyway.
I wasn't even in the tunnel.
It's true.
We
It's
don't know
true.
where's the body.
Well, I probably wasn't in the tunnel.
Right,
Yeah.
probably.
Why would you be in the tunnel?
Mhm.
I have no reason to be in the tunnel. I don't know what you're talking about. Mars
So
is
You
she
would
totally
be
doesn't-
in
normal
the
person.
tunnel.
Yeah, Mako, you tell him.
So, yes, thank you, Mako. I appreciate it.
Mako.
So, I don't know. I'm tired. I would like for it to not be the same 24 hours. I think that's where I'm at right now, if that makes sense.
I mean, I do have a couple scripts for stuff to knock you out if you want it.
I was going to change clothes. Yeah, maybe. That might help.
Okay.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
I think I'm just tired enough. I'm gonna be out once I hit the bed.
You say that.
Well, 2 doors down from you guys.
Oh, you were that loud? We were that loud? It's
You were that
complicated.
loud.
Oh, wow.
It's an old hotel.
True, and there were 3 of them.
Yeah.
Us.
Should be a much quieter night tonight, Mara.
I mean,
Doesn't have to be.
yeah, sure. See? I like you.
You're interesting.
And we're for sure gonna get to sleep after that. Listen, we need a win.
I can give you a few.
Okay, I just have to ask, what is going through Kai's head in this moment? Because your facial journey step is saying a lot.
Kai is just kind of alternating between this is not as bad as I was afraid it would be to what the fuck is going on right now.
I will
There's been
say
a lot.
Mara's very much looking in the rear view mirror too. Like
I'm gonna go to bed tonight.
okay.
It's been a long ass 24 hours, and I would like to forget it for the night.
Fair.
Thank you for the offer, though.
I just do need to remind you that depending on which room they choose, if they do decide to proceed with these
Yeah,
activities,
me and Weston were sharing a room.
Yeah.
you might not be able to ignore what is happening.
And both of the people that had keys to the other room are gone.
Was my name on one of the other rooms or not?
No. That was
Absolutely not.
Rachel's.
Or
I mean,
nerd.
now to be fair, they were both under Weston's tab. So we can get you a key.
Just give me a key and you all can do whatever you want.
Sure.
And that way, if Rachel shows back up, I'll be there.
Yeah. Wait, Rachel?
Yeah.
The one who vanished. The one with the working phone.
Ah.
Mhm.
I mean, I know a few people in town. Do I need to reach out when we get to the
No.
I don't
hotel?
think that's going to do anything.
I have a feeling she'll just show up.
People that just
Okay.
kind of tend to go vanish will just reappear where where you're standing sometimes. This island's really fucking weird.
It's
Like I
fucked up.
said, been here a while. I'm aware. They keep trying to tell me there are bears in the woods.
Right. That's what I've heard.
What is it with the bears on this island?
There are no bears on this island.
I know. Why do people think there's bears on this island?
I feel like it was a joke that ran away from someone and has just grown legs.
No, it was an actual theory floated. So
Why?
Interesting.
Oh, evicted.
Uh-huh.
Oh, evicted.
A tragedy.
I mean
90 pounds of baby crimes.
Oh.
Listen, sometimes you gotta put the big baby in gay baby jail. That's just how it is.
Yeah. So trash.
She's just gonna go hang out with her sisters and terrorize them. So anyway. Yeah. It was one of the sheriffs in the 70s, I think, when one of the cults was going on.
One of
Do you know
the
there was
cults?
Oh. Yeah, there was more than one.
Why was there more than one cult on this fucking island? Where all
Because this
Why
place
does
is cursed.
anything happen on this island?
at the same time?
Mm,
Were they all here at the same time, or like?
Yeah, there's some overlap.
a little bit. Some of them didn't last. Some of them got,
Jesus.
absorbed.
I was gonna say, was there any like cult on cult warfare, whatever you want to call it, whatever they got up to in the woods? Not my business. Not my business. I was not here.
There
Lots
were
of
some
hot.
disagreements.
It was very hot.
Oh, Steph. You say I wasn't here.
Oh, fun.
you
And you
liar.
feel your stomach drop.
Ooh, self-burn. Those are rare.
Literally in this case, I think.
Ayo.
Ew. Don't worry. Mm-mm.
And I think you hear a voice that just says, "No, that's a disservice to us."
Another one? Really? Okay. Sure. Whatever. Can you? Kai's just thinking to himself, can it wait for fucking morning, please? I already just got to, can it fucking wait? Respectfully. He's thinking this internally. Just, we're gonna deal with that in the morning. All right? I will deal with it in the morning. What are you rolling? What the fuck are you rolling?
I'm not rolling anything right.
What did you pick up then? Your
Don't
dice?
worry about it.
Those look like
worry
dice.
about it. I wouldn't worry about that if I were you.
Hey JD, since you're lying to the other two but not to me, what's going on there?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Now you're getting lied.
See, now you're lying to Cass, and what's happening?
Rhymes.
It's okay, I'll harass him later.
Gonna put you in gay baby jail next.
I deserve it. It's fine.
You do.
Honestly, I make the joke in another server that I'm the warden of horny jail, so I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know how long gay baby Joe will last for anybody.
Valid.
Like, short sentences.
I'm curious, Mara. As much as you choose to share, what is Mara hoping for from tonight?
Mara?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mara wants hands-on knowledge.
That was an impeccable way of saying that.
Mara's interested in making sure that these two maybe not trust them, but don't see them as a threat. Don't look at me like that, Steph. The other one, well, they have their own motivations, which are quite simple.
And I will legitimately give the choice to you. Would you share even a taste of those motivations, or is that for the future?
Are we going to skip ahead a few hours?
We may have to, given the direction certain things are going in.
No, if we skip ahead a few hours, someone will have something to say.
I love that. I will keep that in mind. And I think with that, how did things unfold as the three of you enter the hotel? The hotel that mere hours ago you had another set of strange experiences when reality literally broke apart around you.
Mm-hmm. Who is there behind the desk?
God, he doesn't want to be, but it's Ty. This poor man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ty and I are buddies too. I've been here a while.
Uh-huh.
Ty looks so very tired and so very done.
Oh, Ty.
Hi.
Mara, Weston,
Not quite.
Weston. Anyway, lost the room keys. So can we get Kai an extra room key?
yeah, of course.
Thanks, Ty.
The one on the second floor, not the first.
I gave him a ride.
Are you all okay?
Yeah, it's just been a day.
Exhausted.
Don't worry. They're fine. Dr. Voss, at your service.
All right, we've talked about not going hiking at night.
I wasn't hiking,
Or driving.
Ty. Mind you, Dr. Voss, Mara is in their like mid 30s. Ty is like a child.
Right. He's a little gay baby.
Don't lecture me, youth.
Ty. No, we're not doing this again.
I just don't want you to get eaten by a bear.
There are no bears on this island, Ty.
No bears. Listen, I did plenty of frolicking in the woods. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, I'm tired.
Don't worry. Just bonk his
Key,
head a little.
please. Key, please.
Key.
Yeah,
Ty. Job. Do
yep, yes, I'm going to, yes, give me 2
Thank
seconds.
you.
Keys,
Mhm.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Is there the note that we're still not paying? Right? There's that there.
and he pulls up the account on the computer just to check, and then says, "Yeah, the room is still free."
Great. Thanks, Ty.
Hey, Ty, who signed off on that?
I don't think he can say. For
Oh, he's going to tell me.
I mean that came down from Mayor Hart.
Of course it did.
Oh, okay, hold on. Before we go to bed, can I see the landline, please?
Of course, yeah. I mean, there's also phones in your room, but
Yeah, but I wanted to be right here. I was gonna lean over the counter, just take the phone. There's just a little caress. Thank you, Ty. Appreciate it.
he turns like 5 shades of red.
This poor child.
I know. Hey, when are you off work?
I'll
Weston, no.
Hey, I'm just saying we never got to
No.
finish. We never got to finish.
No.
Anyway, not the point. Not the point. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna try and call the mayor.
All right.
Where the fuck is he?
You call Mayor Hart's number.
Mm-hmm.
It rings 3 times and goes to voicemail, and specifically states when office hours are, and clearly it is evening. You are outside of office hours.
The fact that of all of the things that go on in this town, um, the fact that him having office hours annoying me is the weirdest thing.
Are you saying that out loud?
Oh yeah.
Did you try and call the mayor?
Yeah.
He's never in this late. He's
The
usually
fact
tied
that
up
he
by
is
now.
tied up.
Yeah, he's got a personal life. He irritates me. I've been spying.
Oh no.
What?
I'm not a fan. No, we're not a fan. It's fine. We're ready.
I need permission to get places. He doesn't like to give it.
Mara, I don't think we're supposed to talk about the mayor's personal life.
Why not? Why did you just flinch like that?
Because it's a
I'm
small
I'm
island and everyone
scary.
knows each other, and he doesn't want those details, probably.
I'm also a
No.
little scary.
I mean,
They are.
Sure, but also, you know details. You do, don't you?
Mara said a couple of things that I didn't want to know.
Oh, but now you do know.
Images that they cannot take out of their brain.
Correct. That I did not ask for.
Images I didn't want in my brain.
You sought them out, Mara. I didn't. You just came back one night and decided to tell me.
Yeah, because I had to unload the knowledge.
Right. Knowledge like that, you have to share it.
Hey, thank you. Kai, you good?
I'm good. You get up to some weird shit.
I'm a weird person.
Yep. I got that vibe.
It's the going to college at 15.
Yeah, that'll fuck up your trajectory a little bit.
Yeah.
I imagine. I did not do that, so.
Anyways, here are your keys.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Ty.
much. Have a night.
I certainly will.
Okay, you've got the whole like white around your eyes going. Breathe. It's okay. I mean, where it will be, or it'll be fucked. Who really knows?
Hey, JD.
Of course. Yes. What, Kath?
Ty work for people I know.
It's an interesting question. That's actually one I hadn't considered.
And now I don't know if the chopstick's pointing at me or at JD.
Why not both?
Yes.
Why not
Yes.
both?
Yes, he does.
Okay. I will kind of like wave them up and hand Raven Weston and my extra room key if they want it. And then just lean over and just say, I gotta say something to Ty real quick.
I'm gonna go shower.
Have fun.
Okay. Gonna head up to the room.
What do you do, Kai? Mara clearly wants to have a moment with Ty.
Kai is going to... He's going to go get himself some tea from the station across the way, and then he is going to head up. Just on an off chance he overhears anything while he's getting tea. But he's not going to linger overly long.
I think while Kai is getting tea, Mara's shooting the shit with Ty, like telling them uncomfortable details that they're obviously making up about the mayor's sex life. And talking shit about the two little podcasters. And as soon as Kai is gone, leans over. Do they have anything recording my room? Yes or no, Ty?
You know the answer to that, Mara.
Turn it off.
What will you give me if I do that?
What do you want?
Guessing you're not going to do an IOU?
Mm-mm.
Put in a good word for me.
Always.
I'd like to see my clearance level increase.
Sure. Scamper on up the stairs. The chopstick is killing me.
I don't know. That was a really normal conversation for two people to have, so I don't know what you're concerned about.
I don't like any of this.
You're really not gonna like what comes next.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured.
Rachel, come pick us up. We're scared.
And so, what does happen next? Because we have Raven getting cleaned up in the shower. Have you gone to Weston's room?
Was I not going to Rachel's room? I think was the plan, because we weren't sure which room they were going to use. So and Rachel's room was under Weston's name too.
That's right.
So I was headed to Rachel's.
Access to Rachel's
because in case she reappears. Two birds, one stone.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Great.
And what about you, Mara?
I don't know. Some of that may depend on Q. What is Q gonna say Raven / Weston got up to?
Oh, when he said I'm going to go shower, he meant it.
Okay.
Now he's showering in your room, which means, he's in your room. Just la da da da. I do think, sort of looking, we'll see if there is anything just to have on hand or nearby, in case this is in fact a trap, because he will be, caught with his pants down, but he doesn't want to be unarmed.
There's a hunting knife in a drawer, but nothing else. Like,
okay.
What does Mara's hotel room look like, given that they've been here for some time?
There's like banker's boxes full of lab reports. And like the desk has kind of been like got a little microscope on it, slide, looks like a mad scientist has taken over a hotel room. Which is basically what's happened. But not as mad as Thurston.
Okay.
I guess.
Good, because that was a whole level of unhinged with that wetsuit.
Yeah, no.
No, that was the father of the group,
Stop
and I think we all
telling
need to
lies.
repair his
Daddy.
memory.
Incorrect.
Daddy.
Nope. I take Finley before I take. Absolutely not. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I think he's ready to tussle. So while the Raven is relaxed, the western part of him is still sort of keeping an eye out, keeping the senses about him.
Okay. Then I think you probably come out of the shower and Mara's leaning up against the far wall, head tilted.
Hi.
So Raven, Weston, that it?
No.
Gotta talk to Weston?
I'm not sure you want to, but we can.
Try me. Tougher than I look.
Hi.
You're having a day.
I am, and I am very much so ready to be done. You know more than I think most of the people that we've spoken to. You also seem leaps and bounds more competent.
I don't know if I know more, but I'm certainly more willing to share.
Well, that is, in my eyes, more important.
Mm-hmm.
So, we share back and forth.
If you're up for it. Look a little tired there.
Okay. I can sleep, but I'm off this fucking island.
All right.
I stole the water, by the way.
Ty gives them to me for free. I have a case.
Great. So, we are, at least the four of us that got sent here, are tied to the events that happen on this island.
Yeah.
Cyclical. Like a
Seems
loop.
to be.
Yeah.
Cycle's good word for it.
Yep. There seems to be a through line. However, there's a spot missing.
What's that?
Between now and the cult. There's a blank spot.
Yeah. I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, neither have I. Your turn.
Ask me no questions. Tell me no lies. I'm an open book.
Okay. I know that Thurston was the first, and he was doing some experiments. Any other big names you know of?
JD.
There really aren't any other big names that you know of, at least with the through lines that you're looking at. I mean, Thurston was the one responsible for what happened at the TB ward, at least in part.
Mhm.
There is no name for. You are aware that the information about the cult is sparse and not fully formed, and of course, the Ash Wednesday killer case was never solved. So there aren't really any names that for you would be notable in terms of those points
Okay.
on the timeline.
There's through lines of tragic events, not any sort of person to look for.
Mm. Just fire.
Yeah, but Thurston didn't start that fire. Wasn't even his idea.
No. No, we know whose idea that was.
Do we?
All but admitted it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Finley.
Finley was a good doctor, not necessarily one for original ideas.
No. And from what he said of it, the place itself was, I don't remember the exact wording. Paraphrasing, it was fucked. I think you said that earlier.
I said that a few times earlier.
It remained
I
true.
think as this conversation's been going on,
Mm-hmm.
you've been noticing very subtle changes in Mara's body language.
Mm-hmm. Changes like what?
Yeah, I was going to say,
The
what did
glasses
those?
came off,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I did notice that.
a little more relaxed, smiling a lot more.
Okay. So, who are you?
Don't know what you mean.
Okay. I know that there's more than just Dr. Mara Boss in there.
You can call me Gwyd.
Okay. When are you from?
I always did like fire.
Mm.
Finley and I used to play cards.
I hear he was bad at it.
Really terrible.
All right. So, were
Hey,
you the
Russell.
fire? No.
Oh, come on. Led and I were good friends.
Yeah, I bet you were. But I'm going to be very honest with you. Most of the interactions that he's had with any of the members of that particular scene have been middling at best and awful at worst.
Well, his good friend Gwydion used to hide him under his bed so that the doctor wouldn't find him, so
Right. Well, then I'll be sure to tell him you said hi.
cheers.
Sure. So, Raven's a lot more trusting.
Raven's a
Not
lot
so.
more interesting, to be
Ah,
clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You're
However,
a bit of a stick in the mud.
well, this
Smart,
particular
though.
stick.
Most
Yes.
people don't pick up when Mara and I switch.
Ah, you're both good.
Lots of practice.
Similar, even. You just gotta know what to look for.
What was it?
You sneer. Mara
That's
smirks.
right. That's fair. That's fair.
So, you know things.
I know lots of things.
Good. You know how to get us out of here.
No. No one's leaving.
Why not?
You'll get killed
If we leave.
if you try.
Why?
Not telling you that one.
Great. All right. So, Thurston was running experiments.
Mm.
Was he the only one?
Bastard. Then or now?
Now,
Nope.
so there are other players.
Mm.
Right. Because the mayor didn't know about the postcard. Yeah.
Did I know about the postcards?
Yes. You wrote them.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, you get that head tilt of surprise,
Uh-huh.
and it's a very fake surprise.
Okay.
We done sharing. I'd like to share with you in a different way. I've been bored. Hate this place.
Stuck here.
Mm.
Why can't we get out?
Well, I suppose technically I can leave. Mara can leave. Anyone can leave. But it'll always call us back, one way or another. So what's the point when we can maybe figure things out?
Then it would be helpful if people were given the proper fucking information. I'm not Scooby-Doo.
Oh no, dear. You're definitely Daphne.
Thank you. At least got the character right.
Suppose it makes Rachel Velma. He's not really afraid.
No, Shaggy.
No.
No.
Blood.
Think about him saying zoinks.
Too bloodthirsty, though.
Everybody's got that dog in them.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm going to oblige you because I also hate it here. So I would rather have fun at any opportunity.
Finally. Someone.
Mm-hmm. But people want to know things, want to figure things out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how it happens. I want to leave. So tell whoever it is, because I feel like you have a connection, seeing as how you knew about the postcard. Hey, I had some time before they came up to the room, and this is a mad scientist's, travel lab. Do I see any notes?
Banker's box full of lab reports.
Does the handwriting seem familiar? I'll roll for it if you want.
I'm gonna say, yeah, roll with awareness.
Hell yeah.
Let's let the dice decide this.
The dice said boxcars, so so that's a 13 altogether.
Yeah.
Okay, well there go all my secrets. Not really. There is nothing important in those notes. Like I was very comfortable sending you there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for you, Mara, and your friends, this was a calculated risk because the handwriting you used to write the postcards is not identical to what is on the report. But there are just enough of those features, the way letters are shaped, that it takes a few moments, but you're able, as you stare at those pages and think about that postcard, it's pretty evident that Mara's hands, though, who was wielding them at the time, wrote those postcards.
Gotcha. So I think Weston, in just a towel, moves up, gets close.
Mm.
All right. When I was on my way back, I said I wasn't going to play the game.
Do I not play it with someone who's been playing from the beginning, eh?
So here's the thing. Give me the rules and I'll crush
It's a promise.
it. Absolutely. Guaranteed.
Feeling I'd like you.
You've got a hand in this.
Both of them. All 10 fingers.
It's going to take one of those hands gently. Good, you're going to need them.
Got strings too. People are pulling. Would like some help cutting them.
Good. I'm fine with that.
Going to have to repeat this all tomorrow for poor Kai.
Kai's malleable.
Bloodthirsty.
I haven't seen it. but you seem to have seen or have someone who can see an awful lot.
Gwyd will lean real close in.
Huh?
I wrote the postcards. I do know your secrets.
Yeah, I gathered. And the fact that you're not even remotely concerned has me intrigued. So, you tell me what the game is, and I'll play along.
The game is we're rats in a maze. Don't know why the maze exists, and the people monitoring it certainly didn't build it. But I'm keen to figure it out.
All right. So, it's find the cheese.
Find the cheese, climb the walls, fight the hands. Little chaos.
Part of me is very much so loving that, but he's not going to be the one to enjoy that this evening. Push under the bed.
Absolutely fucking incredible. You know what? 10 out of 10, no notes. Part of me wants
Gwydion,
to
it's a
add something,
problem!
but you know what? Yeah, impeccable, iconic. We're gonna move over to Kai's room.
Poor
Have a
guy.
Oh,
peaceful
dear.
fucking night. Going to bed.
So yes, tell me, what do you do, Kai, once you reach your room?
Kai showers first because he wants to at least try to feel like he's in his own skin again. He's trying not to think about Sophie in the tunnel and where the fuck Rachel is, where the fuck the mayor went, and if there even was a hermit in the tunnel. But he's failing because he is thinking about that. And after he showers, he's just gonna kind of like pace around the room, probably for like 10 minutes, check his phone even though he knows it's pointless. And then he's gonna put the chain lock on the door. Because he doesn't trust anything here. And he is just going to flop back into bed and fall asleep as quickly as he can.
What do you imagine you dream of, Kai?
A lot of jumbled shit. Sophie on the ferry talking about Ash Wednesday Killer and all that stuff, and flickering between her looking normal and her looking how we left her in the tunnel. Rachel, Siobhan saying no more dead girls, and just seeing Sophie, and then the girl on the playground, and then glimpses of the girls Rebecca killed.
You don't think of your own murder?
Didn't kill anyone. He probably does think of the car going through the window. And remembering the cold of the water as the car sunk in. When he finally woke up. And how he pulled his friend free. And just kind of has a moment of, fuck. Thought there was more of a difference between Rebecca and me, and I hate this shit.
And I think that really stands out to you, Kai, because as you remember that moment, maybe it's just in your dream, maybe it was how it actually happened. You see yourself getting your friend out of the car, following suit, and then you see the driver's hand reach up towards you, pressing against that window, the mirror glass that is separating the two of you. And he looks desperate and pleading. But maybe that's just the logic of dreams.
Kai just tries to shake it off. It's like, we're not gonna think about that. There's nothing to change what happened. Fucking audacity of that, even if it was true, because he never listened to Jessie and all of her wants. It was always about what he thought was best. And no, we're not going to think about that because there's already a fucking murderer loose on the island and everyone's full of ghosts.
Do you actively try to change your dream?
I'm still standing at the car in the water.
Like you're frozen in that moment. Do you want to change the channels?
Okay, I rolled an even number. Kai is going to go to the car and open the driver's side door. He doesn't feel well. He's in the dream, he feels like cold and sweaty and his hands are clammy, but he just kind of stomps over and tries to fling the door open.
It takes effort. It's like the crush of the water is fighting against you. But if you push, you are able to open it.
He pushes.
What is your intention with this action, Ty?
I think Kai is in that moment had been in a fight or flight mode. And he chose to fight and open the door because he's been in flight mode. But I think that moment of recognition between, oh, there's more similarities between me and Rebecca than I wanted to admit, kind of panicked him. So I don't think he really thought much beyond this time I'm opening the door. Now that it's open, he's just kind of like standing there again and just looking at the man in the driver's seat and just kind of feeling like he wants to throw up.
You're in a dream, and so the dream changes. You open the door. You see that familiar face of Jesse's father. And then it's Isaiah's face.
Which one? Wasn't the present day one was the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
The one that Rebecca knew.
Alright, this is unexpected. What the fuck do you want?
I'm not here for you.
Tough. I'm here. Didn't Siobhan shoot your ass?
Death is not so permanent as you might have noticed.
Yeah, I was picking up on it.
Aren't you glad to see me, babe?
I I've made some poor relationship choices in my life, but this really takes the fucking cake. Was it your idea or hers to start off in them girls? I'm just curious.
Everything I did for her.
Uh-huh. To help her get better?
Exactly.
When did she get better?
She didn't.
Why not?
Because I failed.
How did you fail?
I chose someone that I shouldn't have chosen.
Why did you switch choices? Why did you choose Siobhan over Rebecca? Less baggage?
No.
Hmm.
No, you've seen Siobhan. There was this light.
Mhm.
Just it radiated from her. It was so soothing to be in that warmth. Rebecca was like a black hole.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that, but you certainly didn't help by giving her a shovel and being like, "Look, I dug it deeper. Climb even further in." Did you?
No, I didn't. And it would seem that that's why I'm also being punished.
Oh no, poor you. So, like, let me clear something up for you. Where you failed wasn't going to cheat on Rebecca with Siobhan. Where you failed was thinking the best thing to do was kill other girls because Rebecca has a hang up on her self worth. Or at least helping Rebecca to kill other girls as some sort of fucked up sense of like self punishment.
I mean, I failed in both ways, but
Yeah, you're just a big failure of a guy.
you're one to talk, Kai.
I didn't kill a bunch of girls. I didn't lay them out like a fucking art piece all over an island.
They were so beautiful.
See, that's just nasty. I don't know why the fuck.
You're an artist too, Kai.
Mm, I do clothes, yeah, but I don't put them on dead people and admire how pretty they look after I choke the life out of them.
Never choked the life out
No,
of
you
anyone.
didn't have to. I know. It's a turn of phrase. Yeah, I didn't help someone because I hated them, and I hated how he treated my friend. I didn't cause him to die, but I didn't stop him from dying. Maybe I wouldn't have been strong enough to. I'll never know that. Maybe it would have made a difference. Maybe it wouldn't have. I don't fucking know. Maybe he would have changed. Maybe that was his turning point. I don't know. I don't know what it would have been because I didn't do anything. And you know what? That's something I'm just gonna have to fucking deal with and live with, but I'm not gonna make it anyone else's fucking problem. I'm not gonna be like Rebecca. I'm not gonna be like you. I'm not
Keep
gonna make
telling
any more.
yourself that, Kai.
Yeah, I am. Because I'm still the fuck alive and you're not.
Are you?
Oh, what a
Yeah.
day! What a lovely day!
Hello.
Hi, Raiders. We are just about to be wrapping up here in a few moments, but we are at emotionally damaging points in this beautiful horror game. Quick content warnings: cults, medical abuse, neglect, burning, gaslighting, manipulation, ritualistic murder. That's pretty much where we're at right now.
Yelling at a ghost in my dream.
Yelling at a ghost in your dream. And Isaiah says, "That's your problem, Kai. You think you're better than everyone else. You think you're above those instincts and impulses. You think you're not capable of that kind of violence despite what you've already done. You look at people who are and see them as deserving of punishment. But you would never see yourself in that way because you had your reasons, and those reasons are justifiable."
Maybe they're not justifiable. It's something I live with. I'm going to have to live with it. But again, I'm not going to make it anyone else's problem. And I don't know if that makes me better than everyone else. At least it makes me better than you.
It's time to wake up, Kai.
Cool, don't come back.
He snaps his fingers, and you jerk awake. And immediately, you have the sensation that you are not alone in this room.
Hannah! Kai is grabbing whatever is close, probably put his pocket knife under his pillow, so he's grabbing that. He is switching on the lamp light and just immediately getting up, looking around. What's different? What's out of place? What's here?
You don't have to ask all of those questions.
Great.
The moment you turn on the light, you see a figure standing there. In fact, I think in the moment before the light turns on, you see the outline in the darkness.
That's worse.
And as the light turns on, you see Rachel standing there, her hands covered in blood.
Not again.
And that is where we're going to end this episode of Act 2.
What?
This could have been a lot worse, but it's still bad.
What do you mean, JD?
I put the
Don't
chair.
worry about it.
She just the people just reappear.
It's really easy to slip those chains. I'm sorry.
Is it? Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Especially if you have a key. You have a key, just kind of go boop boop, and you
When she
push flip.
appeared in the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
we
that's
don't know.
possible.
Whose
Yeah,
blood
we
is
don't
We'll
know.
find
that?
out in 2 weeks.
No.
And so with that, I think it is a great time to do some beautiful outros for the amazing cast and all of the chaotic things that they
At
have
least
done
half
tonight
the cast
that
had a fun night.
I
I'm
did not
sorry.
see
Are
coming.
you accusing me of chaos? Me?
No,
Petty
no,
chaos?
I would never.
Oh no, I'm
No.
not. I'm not accusing you. I'm simply stating a fact that chaos was brought and you delivered it. Yeah.
I am good at one thing.
And it is chaos. And we love to see it. All right, Steph, starting with you, would you like to plug exciting, beautiful things that you are doing?
Am I allowed to say it?
I think so.
Are you sure? Do you need to double check? Because I can just hint at it. Cool. Hi, I'm Steph. I've been Kai tonight. Martyr Playbook. It's going great for him. You can catch me here in Redacted. You can also catch me whenever a Season of Secrets and Shadows Season 3 comes back down the pipeline. But
March.
March. Oh my god, is it March? Yeah. Oh, that's so soon. Oh my god, what is time?
Yes.
But a little
Illusion.
before that, you can also catch me and a few others in a new game JD is running over on oh my god, I'm blanking on the name because it's late.
Entropy Emporium.
Entropy Emporium. I was like, it's E Emporium. Entropy Emporium. They call us villains, a horror masks game, and I will be playing just a sweet little flexible gal who just likes to bite when she gets upset.
And we love them, and I am going to have to be a monster, and I hate it, and I'm so sorry.
Our powers are bad, and they're going to help us get better.
You're not sorry at all.
You're not sorry.
I'm not. You know what? After you go, Q, I may have to acknowledge how sorry
You're gonna be
I
real
am
fucking
because
sorry.
you have broken my fucking heart,
He's
and
so
we have spent
baby.
20 minutes talking about this character. Speaking of which, Q.
Hello, hi, I'm Q. I played Weston and Raven. Russell is here, but he was taking a little nap. Don't even worry about it. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet at Midnight Inc. That's midnight_INQ. Q is my name. I'm sure you get it. I've got a couple of things going on. Got some things recording. Those are in the background. I'll let you know when those happen. You can find me here for Redacted. I will be coming back for a season of Secrets and Shadows, season 3. Dorian had a time. Don't even worry about, oh, buddy. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. I will also be with Steph and JD for They Call Us Villains. I'm going to be playing just the sweetest little monster. He understands that he's a bad guy, and he's trying to fix it, and that's okay. Now, big thing. Oh, sorry. No, we'll do the Tuesday, next Tuesday. Yes, I will be returning for class reunion. I am still playing Kira, who is having a time, capital T time. But starting this Saturday and going until the first weekend of March, I am going to be running over on Chaotic Wholesome. Oh my God, hi, Raiders! I'm going to be running on Chaotic Wholesome, Body and Soul, the soundtrack to See Forever 2. It is going to be a Fate core system game. Where I've got an all-black cast, and we are going to be for History Month, Black History Month, celebrating, life by being African gods that are existing here in the Americas. So, very American gods feel if you're looking for that. Yes, I will also be on Entropy Emporium that night. I'm going to be very busy in February, so busy. Playing our Wandering Home. It's the GM-less, Ghibli-inspired game. Yes, Ghibli-inspired game. I'm going to be playing the Wizard. Um, yes, so it's all very fun. I don't think I have anything else. I've been speaking for a very long time. I'm done now. Okay, thanks. Bye.
No, that was beautiful, Q. Absolutely
Incredible.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Kath.
Y'all, I came to this channel for the ass, and I have stayed for these people because so good. And now I'm here with them and I'm freaking out a little. Anyway, hi, I'm Cassidy, aka Cass Yoda or Yoda Almighty. You can find me harassing the various chat casts in chat during streams, and on Discord I have a blue sky. I sometimes use it to repost things, but coming up, I swear I'm not as bad as JD, but I'm getting there. This weekend I'm kind of clear. I will be back for Redacted in 2 weeks, of course, and but next week I will be over on Lost Caravan playing Honey Heist, a Valentine's Day themed Honey Heist. We are bears on a mission to get supplies for our friend's wedding, and I'm definitely not bitter that my sister became the maid of honor and not me. Sorry, bear of honor. We're panda bears named Laverne and Shirley, and I'm Fern, if that tells you anything about what's going on next week. And February's actually kind of light for me, so then Redacted, and then I will be on Singularity playing King's Gambit, which is our spy game in the outgunned system, which is ridiculous. My character's mother shot my character's husband out of the sky with a rocket the last time we got to play. He's fine. He's swimming. I've got people after him. It's good. We've used Lamborghinis to knock rockets out of what. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, exactly that face cue.
Oh, Fast and Furious game. Okay.
I was about to say, it sounds very fast.
It's
Family.
like all
Family drama,
the best.
cars.
It's all the best parts of Bond and Fast and the Furious and Get Smart and the original, like the Spy Avengers, not Marvel Avengers, but the Spy, like British Avengers. There you go. And then I'll be back on Lost Caravan to ruin James's day playing Mech Finder on the 26th. It is the return of Doreen. I will be sniping James from orbit once again. Love James to death. And then back on Singularity for our ongoing Call of Cthulhu game on the first weekend of March for Speakeasy. I'm a stepmom now to a little baby snake god.
Miss Coolsy?
Yep.
Sounds normal. Sounds
Look,
legitimate.
Make
The
sure he
snake
grows up
god's
more
dad
flexible.
is a great boyfriend, I have to say. Like,
okay,
fits in with my mama. Like, my mama likes him. Like, it's fine. We're going to ignore the fact that I shot another party member a couple episodes.
I like how we're just going to ignore that, step away from
So
that,
much
pretend that didn't happen.
opera going on in here.
Look, mechanically, I lost 16 points of sanity in a single move that I did.
Oh no.
I was a little unhinged.
We love that for you,
I
though.
mean, that's a Cthulhu game.
Incredible. Iconic. We are, I just want to say, Cass, like, it was delightful to get you into Hasmus this year. It is so delightful to have you as a recurring cast member.
Thank you.
So stoked.
I'm not
So
blushing at all. That's not making me feel weird.
And we will not torture you with compliments on air.
Thank you.
On air,
I'm as
right?
good at them as you are,
Spam them
JD.
in the channel for that.
And as it is late, I will wrap us up before we go raid someone. I'm thinking Entropy Emporium, because that is a beautiful choice. Hi, I am JD. I am one of the organizers, players, and storytellers with Live from the Apocalypse. And as you might have gauged, I do way too many things. Most of the games mentioned by different people, I am a part of, either as a player or a storyteller. So I'm not going to add the plug for They Call Us Villains. I am so excited for that game. I cannot wait. That'll be starting at the beginning of March. You can also find me here as a player in the game's Class Reunion, where I play Hunter, our lovely agender ranger, who is totally fine and doesn't cry every 5 seconds. And then on alternating Sundays...
They're called the Cry Makers.
So,
Don't.
Will bullies me with that.
No, I am here for Hunter. Hunter is a sweet baby.
Correct.
Why
They're
do they
also the
cry?
Cry Maker, and that's just how that is.
Well, maybe Will shouldn't be so mean.
Maybe
that I
he
agree
shouldn't.
with. That I
And
agree
speaking
with,
of
for sure.
mean, the things he's done to me in Academy Age are absolutely terrible. But you can also find me in that game where I play Casimir Bright, just a sad queer trans boy with powers of death. It's fine, don't worry about it. He likes to manipulate bones and make friends. It's all good. What else am I doing? This month is a little weird. I will be with Lost Caravan for Girl by Moonlight next Friday, the 15th. That's going to be fucking awesome. I'm excited. I've only gotten to play that system once. This will be my second time and my first time on stream. I am also currently in the midst of a 4-session series of Deathmatch Island over on Sword and Key, which we will be wrapping up in the next 2 weeks. I've been promised volcanoes on the island for this coming week. Let's see if Bonesaw dies and if the Bone Daddy tag team is officially gone because one or both of us have fallen into a volcano. It'll be a tragedy because this needs to live on forever. And then the last thing that I think I have to plug, I'm also in a couple of other games on LFTA. You can find it on my social media. I'll drop it. Last thing I will drop is currently Lost Caravan is releasing specifically on YouTube a cult series that we recorded at the end of 2023 going into 2024. It is one of the most deeply emotional and impactful projects I have been a part of, and we will be releasing episodes every single Friday night. It is called With Blood Dipped Wings. Mind all of the trigger warnings. But if psychological horror and handling family trauma is your thing, you will enjoy the ride that we go on, probably. It was a time. I did cry on camera. It was beautiful. So we'll be dropping the 3rd episode of that this week, and every other week, I believe we recorded 10. So we've got a couple more weeks to go. But I think that is all I have in terms of LFTA business. We will not be back until next Tuesday for... no, that's a lie. We will be back this Saturday for a special event.
Oh, yeah.
Class reunion, independent study, having a chance to see what has happened.
No, it's him. I need to know who's with him. I need to know.
Oh, it's
You
good.
will find out this Saturday.
Feral.
As
Feral's
we
a
see
good
what
word.
happens to Max while he is
What-
separated from the group and goes on a little journey
What
through his
time
own
is that
mind.
game, JD? Because I do not want it to be while I'm running a game.
I am not 100% sure. I feel like it may be 3 o'clock Eastern Standard, but I will be dropping it on socials and, of course, on the LFTA Discord. Speaking of which, I can't remember the proper thing to type in for this. I got it. Our socials are right here. You can find us on these. I think I can also type Discord, and that'll come up. We would also love to have you there. That is the best way to find out what is going on and hear about casting calls for special projects that come up every so often that we're going to try to do more of in this year. But I think that is all I have to say for tonight. And so with that, Cast, I would like you to say good night to everyone as we set up the raid to move over and join our friends over on Entropy Emporium.
That's too much. I'm not saying all that.
Good night.
Say every single one of those words, Q. Repeat exactly what I
Absolutely
said
not.
verbatim.
It's a lot of words.
Night.
Listen,
We're gonna
I
set
lost
up to move over to Entropy Emporium.
See, look, they got it. Cass got it.
Half
You
of
know
them are
what?
already out of my brain.
That's
Cass,
perfect.
I'm sure your back's gonna be hurt. You'll be carrying this. You'll be carrying this stream. It's fine.
Join us for the chaos. Good night, everyone.
Good night.